Heroic, they've got a bit of a tough run here.
Yeah, they still remain, I think, one of the hardest teams to put away. That was kind of the tagline that they had around the time that they managed to solidify the major and everything. They were very, very difficult to close out against. When the game was a bit longer, it made a massive difference, you know, absolute slogs.
Yes.
But, as we said here, sort of mind games coming into it a bit. They've picked into Overpass, which already as a map functions so slowly right now. And we've had these spawn changes, so it slowed down even more. And then you've got VP and their Jame-based style into the mix. So we are in for a real long affair, you would have thought, on Overpass. Heroic might have some ideas. They may well have done their homework. They've had plenty of time this morning into the early afternoon, now into the evening on the continent, to be fair. So we'll see how prepared they really are. Jame ready for this push up the ladder, but still loses his head. Are you joking? And it's not like Kixon spammed away, you know, and gotten a bit lucky. That was like his second bullet. Oh my goodness. That is ridiculous. Shooting towards barrels as well could be massive here. Tessa's going to let them all run by, but Murray checks it. A sixth sense to give the man advantage across to Virtus Pro. Flipped on the edge of the smoke. Ready for a boost up. It never comes, but this is looking very, very good. He hears them running away as well. Might be able to track them.
I still cannot believe he got that kill. But it might, you know, at the end have no impact here. They're grouping out through Monster, and VP are giving them all of this control because they know they don't have the time to get a safe sort of defuse here. Oh, up close. A little bit there from Flip. Second time of asking. Looking for the fight. We'll get it as well. Tap on towards the bomb, but no time. No time at all. And Norbert and Flip will see it off. That is a good start. First round put on the board. Hey, we'll take those. We'll take those every day of the week. But unfortunately, we're into tech pause. Hopefully, you know, only a brief thing, and then we can get back underway. But yeah, I still can't believe Kixon got that kill. It means nothing, right? In the tail end, it's a round taken by VP, a bomb plant, and the kills. That's all that matters, right? However, we do have to be a little careful, right? If VP starts to snowball on this T side, Heroic could be left trying to claw way back into this, trying to find and chip away at that gap.
Tense start into this round then. As Heroic, I think, will want to put something up here. Very curious, man. We're seeing so many force buys in this second round. Teams really fancying it, where we, as the, you know, pundits, the percentage-based minds, generally tend to prefer the rifle rounds. And we get to see a lot of Counter-Strike, so do these guys. But normally, it is the full buys that work out. The early full buys, that is. Especially for a CT side, you know? It really does screw you over. If you lose the first rifle, let's say you lose the forces, you should, and then you lose the first rifle, like you're 4 rounds down, you don't have an economy built up. It's really bad. Blitz leading the charge, not ready for the off angle of Nertz. Foreign to see him on an MP9, but he makes it work.
Top shots, getting close. Not getting the tags, and he will be caught by Fame. Nikador's down, he goes. That's the A site taken. And there is, you know, I think for Heroic, there's really no point. 3v4 on the retake. They have a bit of util to work with, but no kits, no weaponry. I think that's basically about it. So we are going to see a safe call be made. That will be that. Virtus Pro up to a second. Only the one casualty, at least so far. Pretty good. Pretty good indeed. Yeah, I guess you got to look at Heroic now. They're going to at least start off this map in a little bit of a rot of form. Won't really have too much to work with in this next round. So that should be Virtus Pro going up to a third. And, you know, by T sides, it's not bad for Overpass. Up until pretty recently, it was seen as the most CT-sided map in the pool. At least statistically, it was the case. And a lot of teams, especially at this top level, really struggled to get that T-side going. So the fact that VP have come out the gates flying, a pistol round taken with ease, a second off the back of it, only the one casualty, again, pretty comfortable. This is very positive signs of Virtus Pro. Heroic. When they get to their first full buy next round, they need to really answer back as quickly as possible.
Split, so blind. Will go down. However, AK of Mer holds the line. A little scary for a moment there, but they were a bit on top of each other, trying to get a hold of the gun. Not sure if there was another man, etc., etc. So, advantage for VP. Decent control coming in for them, but no rush to get this round underway. They will take their advantage and just slowly prod and poke. Maybe one more and they might start to pick up the speed, but yeah, they're unsure. Against pistols, is there more aggression? Is there a stack of some kind? Difficult to tell.
Grouping it out towards Monster. 2 players up close, especially that 5-7 of Shush. At least could be a bit of an issue. On pop flash though could be good. They swing in front of it. Just gonna find one. Nerds, Deagle, one of his own. 2 versus 2. With how low Mir is, round on, 40 seconds. Virtus Pro scratching their heads. They don't really know where's safe to go.
And they are guessing wrong. SS, oh, he was actually much closer towards the action with that nade coming in. He will rotate back around. Nerds, meanwhile, working on the other side of this smoke. 20 seconds to get the bomb down. Nerds just going to hide away and try and play off the back of his teammate. Couple smokes here from VP. Everything with this team is intentional. 10 seconds. Slow, clear. Nerds goes unchecked. It might just be enough. Mir has to commit to the bomb plant, and Tessus through the smoke trying to find him. Will do so. And a huge steal for Heroic.
Man, that's such a big round to take. Such a big round. Oh, I can't believe James doesn't spot him. Normally, you can at least see the backpack as well or something on the CT, but just a glance over, not a kind of a full clear, and Nerd stuck in his head is enough to buy time for the trade. And then with how low Mir was, had to hit that plant, and down he goes. Heroic, that's such an important round to winning. 3 saves in the round prior. Those 5-7s are what give them the round. And of course, that one Deagle and Nerds. Heroic make this a 1-round game again. That's just bro. Thankfully for them, they can buy it back in. James has money for the AWP, but of course, so does Nikodos. It's gonna be an interesting fight. James versus Nikodos, 2 completely different styles of players, AWPers. Just think kind of in this battle of the mindsets, which comes out on top.
Again, playing this very, very far back default. I think they have sort of discovered they have to be careful of themselves, though. The previous round, an example of how VP style can backfire. You know, you feel like as a CT in particular, you can get away with a lot more. Just sort of walking in, digging for info. Now, when the guns are out, Heroic not really wanting to take the same sort of chances. Nerds. Oh. His timing's not too bad. Has to be careful. Jay, meanwhile, on a contact to try and pick off Nikodos, you would assume. Crack angle there. Tip of the head. Taken clean off. Nerds peeks out and finds Fame. A 2-man advantage for Heroic. Swings pretty nicely.
Versus 5. Not easy. James will hit the shot at the very least. Now he's spotted. Nerds gonna swing into it. It's the best way to play it. Knows that James gonna hit that shot up close. 2 remaining of VP. Question, of course, what do they do? Norbert and Flit. They're looking for overextensions. They won't be giving it. With 20 seconds left, the only thing they can do, tuck the tail between their legs and hide. See this one off. Keep those AKs alive in towards the next. So that'll be that. Now again, find ourselves at an interesting crossroads. Heroic have tied this game up 2 rounds apiece. The only guns that VP have to work with is just out of the double AK save. I don't really think they do too much of a force around it. Maybe don't get a pistol at the very most. Bit of util, that's what Fame a lot for. That's that. To all, Heroic, very good opportunity to make it a lead in their favor as long as they can overcome just the 2 saved AKs. You know, but cast the curse in it shouldn't be that hard. Mir spam down by Kixan. Not a bad start.
Shoosh. Creeping aggressively. Pretty good round on the cards here for Heroic, and a relatively big deal that they can clean up these AKs if they can do so flawlessly as well. Flit up on the boost, not going to spot anybody for the time being, but knowing VP, they might stick with this play for a while. Oh, now's a good time. Missed the opportunity though. Unsure of Con. Don't really have control of that area. Shoosh though, maybe the next to fall, but not getting really all that aggressive. It's a very slim window that they are looking through right now. There's the jump up though to get the spot. Really nice find. Norbert meanwhile contacting in with his AK. And mechanics going to be tested of the Heroic defense.
Flash over. And Norbert already out. Norbert already up close, playing around this smoke. This time he is doing his clearance of barrel properly, thankfully. Nobody here spots the buds. Will make noise in the jump, swing on towards Graffiti. Finding one, swinging for another, but he can't quite drop Tess as the bomb goes down already. You take that as a win. Flitz thrust them into a 2 versus 2. Nikodos and Tessas desperately trying to alleviate the pressure of what should have been a free round.
Ooh, taglines from Nikodos. Would have loved to get the kill there. That really would have turned the tide. Flash going to come in. He's not blinded by it, but yeah, that's a real dire showing from Heroic and VP. The extreme of what they do. The patience, the dedication to the play. Just to keep you guessing. When are they coming? Where are they at? What are they planning? Starve you of that information. Terrorists win. It can be constricting playing against this team.
Slow, methodical build-up. James' master plan can catch teams off guard, and Heroic rotated a little bit hastily, I guess you could say, towards top side. Well, left them a little bit vulnerable on B, and all it took was one fight to be found by Norbert to give them a lot of space to work with. That Graffiti player falls, and everything slots itself into place, and really well done. VP with just 2 saved AKs made that round work against the full buy. That shows how VP can make any sort of round work in their favor. For Heroic, thankfully for them, enough points to respond. Interestingly enough, though, James has only got a Tech 9. Now, what is he cooking? 3.2k with armor already bought, so could have had an AK, but doesn't? I'm not really too sure why. Well, maybe I guess because Flit's going to give him a gun as he scoops off the corpse. Still a very weird, you know, coming in towards this and only having a Tech 9. I'm all for having money left over, right? But
this is the mind of James, though. This is the mind of James, okay? He's
true.
at the back. He's not going to be needed all that much on the entries. He's relying on the boys to get the kills. He's got the utility, right? And now, Sans AK got enough money for an AWP in the next round, doesn't he? So we'll see how it works out and whether an AK will make his life easier or not. Decent damage onto Shoosh. A flow of the smoke is pretty clean. Shoosh is the only one able to find a kill. There is still a player down there, though, in the form of Kixon. Goes overlooked, but gets flicked on by Fame. Oh, my goodness. 2 versus 2 hangs in the balance. Not a lot of HP. 31 in total between these two players is nothing at all to work with. A stiff breeze to deal with Fame and just the one bullet to deal with Merc. He's creeping forwards, trying to find the kills, and unfortunately, they will get away from him. AWP drops. Not the headshot that Fame wanted. He's looking to just play the bomb now, though. Halfway ticked. Nert's making all the noise in the world, trying to get the positional advantage. Oh, and he jumps around the corner. Can't get his gun up in time. Fame, despite 7 HP, will secure the 2v1.
I cannot believe Fame's done that. 7 points of HP. He's made that one stick for him in a 1v2. The first fight, like you said, on towards the AWP, he was looking, hopefully, the rifle. When you're against an AWP, it's fine. You know you can swing onto them. Makes it work all the same. 1v2 converting. That's now a 2-round lead that VP hold. For Heroic, I'll take attack boards. This is not exactly the nice situation that they find themselves in. They have to come back in towards this and try and respond emphatically. It's not always easy. Already spoken about how this team, how they can kind of really choke you up, VP. They can make it so difficult to play. And Saw, the coach towards Heroic, is going to try desperately to alleviate bits of those pressures. Got a buy to work with. Wouldn't call it a pretty one, but it's better than nothing. Double rifle and B9. Double upgrade on the pistol. Sjuush and TeSeS. This MP9, I don't know, it's going to get up close here.
Just chilling at the moment on that VP side once again. The wide default, bit of control towards the con area, outside of B, and then mainly focusing on mid and A. Today it seems to be long. Couple flashes to deal with the seconds here. Yeah, and it works brilliantly. Nerds deleted. Nobody else around at long, but they will do their due diligence to clear things out. Flit and Norbert keeping attention over on the other side of things.
Norbert smoked. Gonna respect it though. Playing out closely. TeSeS might not expect someone up in his face. Oh my god, this is on a knife's edge. Up close though. TeSeS is going to find the first. Norbert to fall. TeSeS gets one more as well in that smoke. And now he can pick up a rifle. Surely there's one drop somewhere there. He gets that AK. This is big. Heroic could be able to turn it back on its head with a weird buy of their own.
Man, this game already is just getting way out of hand. Yeah, it's that bomb drop. Nothing they can really do about it. Might even just be a save. Trying to spam away through the smoke, but no kills come off. And yeah, with only 15 seconds, they sort of call it off at that point. Ooh, it's close for Jame. No dice. So, recovered rifles and a cheeky round to take. VP will kick themselves ever so slightly. A clean start. But an oversight from the overcalculated VP.
Round. One off the back of one man, really there. TeSeS double kill with a 5-7 in through smoke. Completely sort of halts as VP push out. Falls apart off the back of it. Force buy. Back in for Virtus Pro. Triple AK-47. Double upgrade on the pistol. Need to see as well and convert this to only 2 guns, so why would 3 be any harder? Fame going to find the first as Nerds caught overextending. Flash in the corner. There's no real damage to anybody. Going to stick up close. Oh my god. He pulls a bit of utility. He swings the corner. And up against that. Desperately trying to stay alive here. He nearly gets a second. He dinks on towards Mir. Numbers kept in Virtus Pro's favor.
Flit tagged down ever so slightly. Got to be careful here not to fall. A big deal if Virtus Pro can get the reset here. It won't break the bank, but it'll just keep them a little down on the rounds. Grouping up on the top side. What is the game plan? It's often difficult as well for we, the commentators, to really know where VP are going to end up. It looks to be an A play, though. Fame takes a dry swing. Again, they play around their conditioning and their characteristics to catch you off guard. Big flashes from around TeSeS. Incredibly blind, but they blinded themselves up a little bit. He will be traded cleanly, thank goodness. Just Sjuush downstairs, and I don't think he wants anything to do with this.
I think it's probably the smart way to go about it. If you can keep an AK alive, that'd be nice, but any more? I doubt will be the case. Gonna go for a save hit. Pretty needed as well, considering Heroic don't exactly have a whole lot to work with in terms of the econ. So yeah, it'll be fine. Goes up on high here. Pretty good angle. Flit is and has got the right idea. Slowly creeping his way around. There's another to come support him too. Norbert. Hang on. Our saving might be tough here. Flits. Oh, it catches him. Good reaction shot there. Nice work. Nice work. Down goes Sjuush. I mean, nothing saved, nothing gained for Heroic in round number 8. They won't really have anything to work with in round number 9 either. So the expectations of VP are going to guarantee at the bare minimum a tied game at the turn of this half. They are going to call attack pause before going into it. I don't hate this either as well. He's in a couple of scrappy moments so far. I just want to make sure that they don't lose any of their control. I mean, VP in a very strong position right now. 5 rounds already on a T side of overpass is not bad. Get 6, and by most of our metrics, you're thriving. Take that every day of the week.
All right. Back into the action. But yeah, VP looking pretty good for my money. I like where they're at. Again, you know, it's very slow, very calculated, and in places that can falter, but they just stick to a pretty solid game plan, a pretty worked out game plan. I go Norbert, the man in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
He's a legend. He really is. You know, he did the interview, post-major. Dastan as well. But player-wise, it was him. And then I just remember when we were doing Katowice, you know, he'd been in and out of the team. Yeah. I think they brought him in as a bit of a stand-in type situation. And he was fragging out his mind. So it's kind of cool to see the bounce back career-wise from Norbert. Oh, no. Team kill at the end there was not needed, but...
Yeah, what hearing they're on an eco does to a man.
Yes, of course.
It's just growling for the kills there and just mows through his teammate. But all the same, only the one casualty. Not the end of the world. Just funny more than anything. If that 6th on the board for Virtus Pro. Fame up to double digits in the kill department too. It's love and life. Kind of highlight these two guys, right? Fame and Flip. And they've been important so far. I mean, putting up really good numbers. And, oh, man, it is continuing. Fame jumping out here into his playground. The early molly and Utah that was thrown his way, there was an expectation that maybe somebody was playing up close. They actually doubled away back towards long. Kixan playing out through Divider here. Will he get cleared? Does he get cleared? No, he doesn't, but Flip nearly reacts in time.
Big kill from Kixan. VP then going to have their work cut out, making a lot of noise at short. Oh, it's all a distraction, though, as they are indeed trained on him. Norbert gets an easy kill, setting up the B-Bonsai here. Tessus doesn't really know where to look. They're bursting forwards for the rotations. Nearly a clean double for Norbert there. At range, he does so much damage. This is definitely a doable 1 versus 3 for James. He does not know where this 3rd player is at, though. That is the big question. Is his heaven compromised? Too likely just yet. That nade, where has it come from? Bit of a fake out. Down goes 1. Whoa, he's not ready for Nikodos. Round the corner, what is going on? James, sir, what kind of magic is this? How did he know to just run away? Oh my god, Nikodos is so angry. What is this guy doing?
I'd love for somebody to just do a bit of research into how his brain works, because my god, it always seems to come up brilliantly. And for Nikodos, I mean, you can't even really blame him there. God, James, such an important round. Now guaranteeing that lead at the turn of the half too. So even better than a tied game. This is, for the most part, an immaculate T side. And Heroic don't really have a whole lot to work with. Kixan, Hero M4. That's it, really. Asking a hell of a lot. Pistols going to group up around that M4. Kind of play basically a sort of cannon fodder here and see if they can allow for Kixan to trade. Realistically, we're not expecting a whole lot. Slowly, as they make their way up long, they'll realize, well, nobody's here.
They'll make their way up long relatively slowly, though. So there might be an opportunity for at least a bit of presence. But Mr. Kixan with the M4 is not going to be there. That is around. Could maybe make something happen in con, but even then I don't think they're too giddy to get involved. Kixan has rotated up, playing inside the smoke. Boost coming in. And it's dealt with quickly. I think that's kind of going to be their only hope. The M4 has chosen to save. Like I said, Nert's making a move behind with this 5-7 and armor. Maybe he can find an AK.
Big chunk of damage with an 8. You take a 50 all day. Yeah, like you said, Nert's. An AK here would be lovely. The only issue is that Nobody does have support. Just making sure that the hunt doesn't gain all that much favor. Another nade comes through. Sjuush will avoid a little bit more this time. He's sticking around here. Flip. I know you've got it in you. No, he'll fall away. Does Nertz get anything? Oh, he's been spotted. Oh, he's been spotted. Not much too aware. I know hit the shot as well. So, that's all she wrote at the tail end. 8-3. Not a bad performance. Not bad at all. 5-round lead. Heroic kind of a buy-in towards the final round of the half. And if they don't find it, I feel like this map is already kind of feeling written off. It's not really showing up. They had a brief moment at the start. We were thinking, okay, this could be kind of close. And a couple of rounds with lower buys for Virtus Pro 1. And before you know it, Heroic are 5 rounds in the hole.
Yeah, it's pretty dire, isn't it? It's pretty dire. Definitely does not feel nice right now for Heroic. Certainly, you know, coming into the VP map pick, but man, it's a pretty stellar T-side from them. They're not messing around, pulling out all the stops, playing some absolutely fantastic Counter-Strike. Definitely has 3 written all over it this series, but if Heroic just can't match up to the VP approach, could be harder. Could be way, way harder than they expected on that second map.
Close towards Monster. Oh, Flash going to give Norbert a bit of space, but actually doesn't use it. Just wants clearance at anybody. Is up towards the right side. Double util dropped on Sjuush. Another nade will catch Tesses. That's a lot of nade damage done. Just 2 HEs. Sjuush down to 12 and Tesses 39. VP aren't committing to anything here. Just trying to force them to overuse their util and overface. Doubling back towards B.
Utility coming over the top then, looking to move fast here. That's a very, very quick Heaven Smoke. Trying not to give the game away, and, well, they've cleaned up. Bomb going to go down, 5 versus 3. You'd probably save from here in a normal round, but end of the half, you've got to present something. Another Heaven Smoke to come round. Making it look all too easy here on the VP side of things. The 3 amigos will make their way in to try and pull off a miracle, but they're very ready. They've got a decent setup here as well to deal with this. Quick trade there, down to just Nikodos now. He is hidden away and not going to get anything done. 9-3 from VP. Super, super clean. We'll see you in the second half. So difficult to play against VP as we set up coming into this, and well, yeah, on overpass, it is a mixing pot. Devastation when it goes right for VP. They now move on to the CT side with 9 rounds already in hand. Heroic. No mean feat to pull this one back.
This is going to be a really, really tough recovery, if there even is going to be a recovery. Because Virtus Pro, you know, we've kind of already spoken about it. At times, they can be absolutely unplayable on this map. It's sort of what things feel like at the moment. Oh, at least 2 spotted there. At least 2 spotted by Fame. And James does not need to peek. I don't think they'd even expect this. Utah in the corner. The flash is good. James now takes his moment to get a couple of pop shots. Needs to be bailed out. A second flash comes around, but it catches everybody. Tess trying to take that first fight, and he will.
Fame, what is that fadeaway shot? There have been a couple back in, but it's still a solid man advantage, especially with the big one from here. Rotation's already in. Julie's on the way as well. Not a chance onto the A-bomb site. Well held, well read, and it looked like well set up as well from VP there.
Yeah, nicely done. Nicely done indeed. Virtus Pro right back into the second half, taking no prisoners. And a really good read, I think it probably goes without saying. I think they've obviously looked in towards Heroic playing overpass yesterday, what their defaults look like, and that pistol had all kind of the readings of a very, very solid setup and understanding of what Heroic were going to do. No buy, of course, for Heroic, expected since they've got anything to work with. UMP, Alpha Flint, not often you see that. Double FAMAS alongside a double M4. Very solid buy for VP. They shouldn't really struggle this all that much. They're going to group Heroic. This is kind of feeling like a bit of attack pause of our calling attack pause type scenario. Nice and slow. Have a little conversation before they maybe group up or whatever and try and pop A.
Slow move up here. Blocks actually got them quite deep. Flash goes in. Burst comes forwards. They're very ready for this A-hit, man, like you said. Mirror and Fame opening things up, but it's this 2-man presence at long. I don't think you're really going to be able to get through. Attempt to the bomb plant is unsuccessful. Nearly in for a kill onto Fame. Other than that, nothing to write home about.
Nice work. Nice work. They knew what was coming. They knew what was happening. And they figured that one out easily. So, VP just 2 rounds away now from taking overpass without even breaking a sweat, without even getting into a jog here. This has been just so easy. Heroic, this full buy could be a one and only on the T side in all fairness. Cannot find this. Not really going to have too much of a chance. Nerds runs through the first molly. And extinguish the second. That'll give him at least some control after too long. He's going quicker as well. Very quick.
Yeah, they got to watch. They got to watch for this for sure. It's of course on the lurk. Part of the game plan, part of his identity, but he makes it work. First good for the CTs. Norbert was waiting for a return flash there, I think, or playing anti. Either way, gets clapped, and because of Nertz's kill, VP rotated everybody up. There's nobody else on B right now.
Now, this 3 versus 5 looks like VP are just going to pump the brakes. They're going to give Heroic the side, not even going to attempt it. I can kind of understand it. 5v3. You know, of all the teams who are going to play the odds and the percentages, VP are the kings of it. The odds of them pulling off this retake are pretty minimal. There's no need, so why even go for it? And of course, not exactly like they're saving anything bad. You know, if they had like upgraded pistols like MP9s, I can understand maybe trying to give it a go and then buying in towards the next. But FAMASs are feasible. They're workable. It's going to be that. So, it does go down to the bomb. That's the only issue. But aside from that, it is going to be Heroic finding that round that desperately keeps them alive in this map. The buy around for VP is not exactly great. If they had 3 remaining alive, they could have dropped over. Now only 2. does change things. Mir actually needed to stay alive there. Him falling changes the conversation a little bit. Norbert can't really buy for himself. Flit and James can drop one apiece. Mir can sort of buy, but it would only be the likes of a FAMAS himself. Maybe FAMAS half armor, bit of Util, or an MP9 to come through as well. And then Norbert, a similar sort of situation for him. So, yeah, Mir falling does change what sort of investment, what sort of buy they've got to work with. They are going to force, but it's what they force with. That's what we're looking at. Norbert has 1.2k left as he's prioritized Util, but he does have an M4 dropped over Mir. Only going to have that FAMAS, so leaves Jane with a buy of his own. Can get an M4 if he wants, but he would have limited util. Not exactly the VP way. So might take a hit here. And it's going to go for a CZ. 3.6k in the bank, but never question James. Never question James.
What a joker this man is. What a joke.
He actually does not care. I love it.
I love the idea. I love the idea, like, as well, being in the game where, you know, he's got a CZ. He does like 80 damage to someone. He's like, for God's sake, if only I bought an M4. You know, like,
yeah.
Just like, why have I not got an M4? Like, you know, he gets angry at the rest of the team or whatever for a decision that he made. I just love that. You know, it's such a me thing to do as well. Is to like blame everything else in the game apart from himself.
Yeah. 4.1k had to work with coming into that, and he was like, "CZ'll do me." It's called a pocket AK for a reason. Let's see if we can get the AK part of it true. Very few pros make that gun look good. Twist is one of them. Bar that, it then peters off quite quickly. So, oh, I am worried. Let's see what he can do with it. I'm going to give him the space to maybe cook up something. But Util out towards B. Considerable Util, in fact, out towards B. I'm going to drop a smoke. I'll give him some room. Flit towards Graffiti's got to go huge here.
Oh, God, this is so awkward, isn't it, positioning-wise? Norbert, though, hidden away. Okay, the second Molotov will push him even further back. Bomb plant coming in. Mir, however, chiming in. Norbert trying to spam away. Nothing quite landing for him. It's Flit who's sneaking. His position yet to be known. They keep stealing the kills away from him, apparently. Down goes Norbert. Flit now on top, above the smoke. Only one. Still looking good for just a second, but two quick headshots falling. Leave it all on to Mir. Not looking good. Moves around on that FAMAS and it lets him down. Heroic. Keep them off 12. That's
a great post-spawn. Really, really well played. Nikolas and Sjuush stepping up in a massive way there to give Heroic some leeway, some confidence and comfortability now finally in this map. And surprisingly of all things, it's on that C side. A lot of teams struggle on the C side. Of course, VP didn't. We didn't expect this to be the norm. Yeah, this is a really, really interesting kind of development start to open up here. And now James goes into an AWP buy because, of course, why not, right? You know, when the rest of the team have no money, now he's gonna be like, yeah, all right, let's spend $6 grand, half armor and AWP. All the onus on James to do something in this round. Never question the king is the sentiment we were bringing in, but there is times where I definitely do.
Yeah, this is certainly one of them. You know, saving when everyone else is buying an AWP when everyone else is saving. He just wants the AWP, and I think sometimes there's a bit of a flaw in that. He gets blinded by his passion, by his religion, and yeah, it doesn't quite make sense. But when he gets 4 kills in this round, then we'll all be like, okay, I can see what he was trying to do, you know, so... Time going to tell, I suppose. B-bomb site is where we are going to end up. Only Norbert down here. So I think actually we're not going to see the AWP do anything.
Tap on towards the bomb. They're just making sure. Just checking. Famous swing. That's just lurking here over towards top site. If you can catch anything, that'd be nice. But now the call here, the rally of the troops from James is... Keep this AWP alive. Do not let it fall. I think probably lucky for him, he should be given that luxury. Sjuush is having at least a look around into his Graffiti. If he overextends, Norbert waits on the stairs. I don't think he needs to, is the main thing. That'll be the round. That'll be Heroic. Up to a 6th. And now, of course, they're starting slowly but surely to chip away at that deficit. Nertz is holding out towards long. Mir is around the corner, so he might actually get a chance here. But Mir ups against it. With how low he is as well, what's the point? Heroic. Making a 5-round game. Still quite a noticeable gap, but you know, it goes without saying, it is plausible. It is a possibility. VP, with how close they've been towards the finish line, they've have started to peter out a little bit. They're on immaculate form in that first half, and it started so well in the second. They're giving Heroic a little bit of space, and you know, they're a type of side. Give them an inch, they'll take it a mile.
Slow start into this round. Heroic, I think, will begin to feel the pressure now that Virtus Pro have got a bite back together. It's a very, very long road for Heroic, even now, despite the run that they are on. Norbert changing it up ever so slightly. He's been playing down in water for quite some time, mainly because he's been by himself, relying on rotations. In this round, VP have opted to bolster up B.
Flash. Corner. He is mightily quiet as we creep inside of that minute mark. Decision going to start being made here. Where and what now for Heroic? It still feels like they want to go towards A, but it's pretty well bolstered. This could be uncomfortable.
Yeah, we'll see. Oh, what in the sensors is pulling them off, though? I suppose it's the utility that's being faked down here from Heroic, giving VP a taste of their own medicine. The late fake out. But with no presence, VP are happy to rotate back up. Fame just has to do a little bit of something to buy some time. However, they're in a bit deeper than expected. Kitchen's going to go down. There's only 10 seconds to get that bomb recovered. Fame is still alive. James is still hitting shots. 5 seconds, and it has crumbled. Oh, Heroic. They tried to play VP at their own game. Take a little leaf out of their book, but it's harder than it looks.
Yeah, never challenge the king when it comes towards those sort of rounds. These slow creep ups, slow walks in a group mentality is VP through and through, and they know how to play it. That over-rotate down towards B was perilous. For a moment, it felt like there really could have been a problem there. Thankfully, out towards long, finding one, falling back, not over-facing, waiting and buying time for that rotation, then swinging in for a second kill, dropping Kixan. That's it. Done and dusted. A nice shot from Jamie as well towards the Transformer player too, just to really rub salt in the wound. You're going to see VP call for the third and final tack time out, just to make sure that they close this one out, just to make sure they see it in their favor. This really has been a pretty simple ordeal on Overpass. Map point, their map pick. Heroic only got 6 rounds, needs 6 now in a row, and that's just to take us to overtime. Thankfully for them, they have a bye. It goes without saying, this is going to be very, very difficult.
Oh my goodness, where can Nika does go here? Absolutely nowhere right now. We'll wait for the fire to go down. That puts a crimp in the plans. Which will be tagged down ever so slightly. A nice start for Virtus Pro to clean this one up quick. Send. Heroic. Hacking on Overpass and get themselves ready for Mirage. Pretty scary map to face off against, but they of course want to make quick work out of the CT side. Just start thinking. Take that 20-minute break. Get ready. At the end of the day, Heroic have not really shown us all that much here on Overpass.
Yeah. So, Jane posted. Is waiting as well. Opportunity. Not going to be given it. Smoke going to come down. Nikolas in the corner. Does Shane want to fight here as well? I don't really know if he wants to. The flash will give him time to fall back, but now smoked off. He's his line of sight. 40 seconds. You know, Heroic, this didn't work out for them last round. Now doubling back towards B. Norbert up close. One smoke hit the 30-second mark. That's really going to put a massive clock above Heroic. Either pop through this or go out through short, but it's not easy.
Yeah, not easy at all. Flit trying to jump in. Ooh, and go for a bit of a spot. He doesn't see anything, so he starts to pull away. However, that would be the incorrect call. Norbert chilling. That smoke has hit him. Oh my god, 4 HP. Somehow still alive. There's a player running into him. He doesn't quite know it yet. He will find him. Oh my god, what a mess. Plant coming in with 6 seconds remaining for Heroic. Man advantage for Virtus.pro. Molotov will push them back for the time being. There's no real direct presence on the site itself, but they've got plenty of time. They've got 1 kid available, so keep your eyes on Mir and where he ends up. Tessus, first line of defense. Fame, though, going to jump up and find him. They weren't banking on a heaven play. Down he goes. Kixon instantly traded. It's all going to be down to Nerds on the orb. He's tagged up another. Has to find these kills. He can't quite hit the shots. James creeping round to find him, but the Glock takes him out. And now Flit is incredibly low. There's no time to get the defuse in. He has won the round. And the kills are all just a bonus.
Beautiful, beautiful from Nerds. And he hears that leg shot on towards James, and he assumes that James low. He actually isn't. He tagged him through the pillar. So James only takes like 15, 20 points of damage. There's a world in which that pistol could have let him down if he body shot, but he doesn't. Crisp as all hell. And as ever, Nerds keeps them alive. Makes it a 5-round game. We'll break the finances over towards that. Virtus.pro. Why doesn't Flit have anything? Not even a... does Flit not have even a pistol? He doesn't have a USPS. Mate, what are you doing? He's running all the way back to spawn to pick up... Oh, that's dropped. He was in con. He had the he had the con spawn. Oh, funny. Mir will fight in. Mir shots. Pistol pulled out and... Fame. Yeah, fluffs his lines a little bit there. James Ball, Levine, 1 by 1, put to bed, and there's Flit after going back all the way to spawn to pick up his pistol. What was the point? Didn't even connect a bullet.
Yeah, might as well just left it there. I don't know. It's kind of wild. Happens from time to time, though, of course.
Does it?
Especially when you're talking things over. Yeah, I mean, very rarely. And it doesn't make a world of difference. But, of course, there's a few clips out there of pros, like, leaving guns in spawn and whatnot in these games. So that tends to happen a bit more. I don't know about USPs, but he probably didn't notice, mate. He probably, you know, he's looking at his mini map, or he's on his buy menu, or he's, you know, chatting away.
Yeah.
He's dropped it, and obviously you're gonna get your knife out at the start of the round, aren't you? So, you know, whoopsie, I guess.
For now, though, we've quite an interesting scenario where there is at the very least, a conversation opening of Heroic looking somewhat okay. Somewhat solid here. Down towards B, a couple of Heroic players go. It's Norbert and Flit playing up close together. We're trying to decide where the util goes here. There's a molly, smoking a nade. Just waiting for a sound cue, and you know, Heroic again, they're more than happy to slow things down.
Ooh, double nade, I like that. I do like that. Makes him panic with the utility as well, and leaves Monster open. Norbert, slim chance for him to have found a frag there. He doesn't come away with it. Man advantage here for Heroic. Flit getting brave. Find that frag. Actually go down. Oh no, actually he's still alive. Mir that fell. Flit joins him. And now just Mr. James. They're being a little bit bested here, aren't they? Thank goodness they're on 12. Still feeling like they should be able to secure this in regulation.
Should. James, you're going to stick around and see if anybody comes looking his way, but he'll be fine. Well, what a game we're starting to get here. Heroic very swiftly answering back. 3-round sort of deficit. It is doable. Not a lot of buys left in those back pockets for VP. James, priority for you, mate, is just make sure you stay alive. He's been hunted. Very much so hunted. Should be fine. Yeah, boys the bomb plant, and then he's going to hightail it. Get out of there. And the AWP stays in play. Now, what is the play? Virtus.pro. An AWP to work with. A couple of upgraded pistols, and that is about it. It's a half buy out of Virtus Pro. And Heroic are closing this gap rapidly. And deservedly as well. They're looking super solid. It took them a while to come alive in this game. Seaside is considerably better than what we saw in towards the first, and now they can start to pull some form back into this.
Quiet start once again from Heroic. Looking to employ a very similar play style to most of these T-side rounds. VP are kind of letting them, you know, not changing things up themselves. It's generally just a setup question rather than an aggression question. It feels a little harder at the moment on Overpass until we kind of figure it out. What with these more set spawns, not as much creative freedom for the CT side.
Oh well. Incredibly quiet. Corner, up close. Norbert. Blitz, Mir, all fall, and Norbert will also drop as well. James, all that's left, that's it. That will be that. Jay will keep the AWP alive. Heroic gonna crack in towards double digits. Expectations were pretty tempered, pretty low in towards that one, but yeah, they don't really get any sort of chance, any shot at it. Before you know it, it's Nurse now hunting for the AWP.
Oh, he's looking, isn't he, to survive. However, TeSeS will play the bait game successfully. Big kill to take him down. AWP recovered for their own side. And this has come a hell of a lot closer than we were expecting after such a dominant first half, and hitting 12 relatively early. VP struggling to close things out. Another buy on the cards for them. Heroic just having to ignore the score at the top and trust in the process, trust in the grind here. 2 more to go.
Yeah, this is gonna be easy at all. Bro, have lost a lot of the control here. Form not been great. Shush up close, but James being a little quiet. James, he's coming alive when it matters most, looking to close out their map. It's maybe being a little bit drawn out, more than VP would have wanted, especially with how good that first half was and how good things started. That is a very important kill. James getting proactive with the AWP. Shush dropped. Now Heroic got to play basically the entirety of this round from a numbers disadvantage.
Yeah, not ideal. Certainly not ideal. They did not want to concede a clean kill like that, and you gain very little map control even for the sacrifice of the life. And you see how split they are. They can't really do anything right now. They're just sending a couple of players to maybe catch some aggression. Ultimately, though, it's nothing impressive. A smoke goes down from Norbert. Man alive, that's going to buy so much time. About 28 seconds on the clock before they can really even think to make a move. But they're going to blow it open, send a flash in, and Norbert left worse for wear. Molotov is there to keep them at bay, and Flip follows up onto Nertz. Another Molotov retrieved as well. So well used here, the utility. And he's going to spot a couple on his way out, looking to go a bit crazy into one short. Now would be the time to do it. He's been spotted a little bit, maybe? Not quite sure. Doesn't matter. Mir finds the kill from behind. It's all down to Dixon and Nika Dawes coming in on that main prong. And they are now faltering. Down they fall. 13-10 as VP secure overpass.
Yeah, really, really nice work. You know, granted, it took a long time coming, but I think VP did all the hard work and all the hard yards in that first half. Very, very solid T-side. Gave them all the foundations to work with. And I think when it comes down to it, the main